So first of all, I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to begin by, this is the carnelian piece, I'm using the larger curved edge to just begin draining down the face, starting from the centre of the forehead, down the face. So we've got lymphatic nodes, we've got them in front here, the pre-auricular, and we've got post-auricular, we've got submandibular. So there's a lot of lymphatic nodes working down towards the root of the neck, which is called the terminus, which is where the thoracic ducts are, that then tip lymph back into the subclavian vein and goes back into the heart.
Okay.
So the first things first is to encourage the lymphatic flow back down to the terminus. And to the other side. Rah, rah, rah. The kids are coming home from school now. Okay, so once we've done lots of that, draining, we'll then begin with a little bit of like focused sculpting. So I like this. So down at the jaw, I like this piece, and it's the larger edge that goes under the jaw. I'm going to start just coming across. I'm going to lift. Because you can do, this is more like platysma lifting, you know, when you do like lift, lift, lift. So you can use the edge to help lifting. And going down is the lymphatic drainage. So the lymphatic drainage down is soft. And this can be a little bit more firm.
Okay.
Then you've done the jaw. And then I'm going to go to the other side. Sometimes you can feel some of the nodes, like some of these submandibular nodes, can be quite inflamed as well. Not inflamed, but just present.
Sorry, what's that do if they are inflamed?
It just means that they're working and draining.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, you know, if you're a clencher, then these submandibular nodes are sort of like in action all the time. Yeah. And so if you haven't got a piece with that there, so say you're working with something like that, you can come along the top of the jaw, and then you can come along the bottom of the jaw, so come down. so that you're doing top and bottom. And then down, so you kind of do them separately. Then I'm going to come to the masseter muscle. I'm going to give that a nice little rub. There's a great point if you just clench your jaw and you find the highest point of masseter, then relax. Can you feel that?
Yeah.
That's called stomach 6. Keep my finger on it. You can put your stone onto it. You feel that? Like a dull ache.
And what's that doing? Just
that releases the jaw. Great for toothache and releasing the jaw. And then I just sort of soothe that out. So it's at the highest point of the masseter when the jaw's clenched. And then round here you've got the temporomandibular joint, the TMJ. You can give that a little rub. Again, stimulating chi and energy and blood flow. So if you're a grinder or if you're a grinder or a clencher, the temporomandibular joint can become inflamed. Now, if it is inflamed and you're getting this like trigeminal neuralgia, cold is excellent here. And then once I've done all of that, I'm going to drain it back down. Sorry about that. There, I'm going to do the other side. Feel that?
Because that side was quite tight. My jaw isn't in alignment anyway, I don't think, so it's a bit...
Right. I'm just holding the masseter joint sort of open so that I can get a good rub on it. And then the temporomandibular joint. Little rubs, little circles even is nice. Hi Wes, what the hell's going on out there? Oh my goodness. Okay. Then targeting the marionette lines, these nasolabial lines here, a little bit of a flick. So again, this is why it's nice to have a few different tools, because this angle, although you could use this angle, but this is nice and thin to get a good flick. Settle down, Teach. And then working across the lips. Now, if someone's had Botox or fillers, you're going to have to wait 10 days to 2 weeks after the filler.
Okay.
Just working. Okay, and then I'm going to contour around cheekbone here. So again, I'll show you with each of these tools so that you can see, is that I start at the edge of the nasal point here. This is also a really good point, right at the side of the nose, right at the side of the nasal groove. That's called large intestine 20. It's brilliant for congestion. And then I'm going to sort of put the curve underneath the zygomatic. And I'm going to just swing round the zygomatic cheekbone. And with this piece, I'm sort of pressing on the flat of the edge of the stone, so it's not coming around on the edge. I am actually using the flat to curve round, and then again you can sort of sculpt round. And with a lot of these techniques you can follow around with your hands, because the hands can do amazing things. I mean, the hand massage, you can't fault the hands on the face. I just like the edges of these tools because they can get that different frequency, that harder edge frequency. But I love working with massage because you can feel and sculpt as well.
And how long does that sculpting last for when they've had it done?
Well,
I know you said it takes like a few sessions.
I mean, it's, I would say you would look and feel radiant for the rest of the day.
Okay.
And then a good night's sleep and plenty of water, and you might look lovely again the next day.
Yeah.
But you need to keep it going. It's not a one-off.
Yeah.
So gua sha a few times a week would be great. If you can just, either they can come to see you weekly, and then perhaps in between you educate them how to work on their own face, of which again I'll send you a little video of that, so that sort of to see how you work on your own face. So just sculpting around the zygomatic cheekbone, and then just using my hands to continue that sculpting. But knuckling's nice. Then I'm going to target the under eye area. And again, so using these nice pointy curves, I'm just going to do a pumping action, because scraping too much under the eye, it's quite delicate. And actually what's really nice here is to encourage the lymph, any sort of excess tissue fluid or puffiness. It's best encouraged in a little bit of a pumping action. Let me use this as well. And on the other side. It's just that this one's a bit more narrow, so I like this one because it's a bit more narrow. You could also use those lovely spoons that I was showing you. Yeah, the spoons work really well. Precision tools. Just get those, just so you can have a quick look at those as well. If these were cold, and I've got a couple of stones on copper, if these were cold as well, these just fit really well.
Feel nice.
These are like the little lollipop spoons.
Feel quite chilly already.
These precision tools are nice. You can continue to use the same tools as you had. Then you can sort of working on the 11's frown line. You can still use. And then working underneath. Or you can work just underneath the brow, through the brow, and then on top you can do little circles. Same with this tool. Circles. This is nice, got that little pointy edge that goes underneath, really nice. That's nice. So little precision tools are good. And then working sort of up the forehead, you can either use a serrated edge or the comb is good.
Relaxing, very relaxing.
And if you haven't got a tool with a serrated edge, then you can just be working and do like little flicks here. Little rubs. Once we've finished, you can go sort of behind the ear. I like behind the ear because of the nodes behind the ear. We can sort of work to drain those down. And then you're going to drain the whole. And just go behind the ears again. And then drain down. Let's see if that's it. I'll show you this tool. Almost feels like you're gathering and collecting. So that's all the lymphatic taken care of, and then you could do some, again, just sort of nice lifting. Lifting.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I was just like,
Take a moment.
Chuck me out in the morning.